Okay, so hello grade 7. Welcome again to our new science discussion. So talagang in-upload ko na ito kasi ang dami na ding nagre-request sa akin. Sabi, Sir Wawi, kailan po ang upload ninyo ng lesson 7? So nakalimutan ko na yung grade 7. Nakafocus ako masyado sa grade 9 and grade 10. So anyway, my apologies. So today we will learn about lesson 7, factors affecting solubility. So together, we'll discover why some substances dissolve quickly while others dissolve slowly, and explore the different factors that affect how much of a substance can dissolve in a solvent. I am Sir Wawi, your ever curious science buddy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe para lagi kayong updated sa mga susunod pa nating science lesson. Okay, so as you can observe mga anak or yung mga viewers natin, yung topic ng term 1 ng grade 7 and grade 10 is actually connected. Talagang yung lesson natin, okay, kaso nga lang ang layo ano, so hindi ko alam if yung mga bata ngayon is yung retention, kung naaalala pa nila yung lesson nila nung grade 7. So anyway, okay, so tingnan natin naman yung mga factors ngayon affecting solubility. But before we proceed on the factors, we will first try to understand what is solubility. Ano? Okay, so sige, for our learning competency, demonstrate how different factors affect the solubility of a solute in a given solvent, such as heat. Okay, and then objectives define solubility, identify factors affecting solubility, demonstrate the effect of heat on solubility, compare dissolving rate in hot and cold water, and explain results using particle motion. So we already had the topic about particle motions, lesson 2 to be specific. So hopefully you understand the concept of particle motion. Okay, what is the effect of heat on particles when they absorb energy? Ano po, what happened on the particles when they absorb heat? Do you think that the kinetic energy of the particles increases or decreases? Or what can you observe on um, the speed of the particles? Okay, do you think that the speed of the particles becomes fast as they gain energy or become slow as they lose energy? Ganun ba? So, yun ang atin ding titingnan. So, hopefully is maalala pa din yung lesson natin nung few weeks about particle motion. Sige. So let's have an opening question. Why does sugar dissolve faster in hot water than in cold water? Okay, it's a very common question na ano, bakit mas mabilis daw matunaw yung asukal natin sa hot water than in cold water? Okay, as we recall our topic in lesson 2, 'di ba, ang sabi doon as the particle gain energy or heat energy, ano, the particles or the kinetic energy of the particles increases or okay, the movement of the particles become fast. Okay, bumibilis. Okay, bumibilis yung galaw ng mga particles as they absorb heat. Ano yung nangyayari? Ano yung nagiging result? As a result, they collide. Okay, nagkakaroon ng collision, nagbabanggaan, and that's what happened. Okay, and that's what happened when they collide. Okay, nagkakaroon na tayo ng reaction in that. Okay, kaya bumibilis yung dissolving process. Ayan, so changes in temperature can affect how quickly and how much a solute dissolves in a solvent. Okay, so pag nagkakaroon ng collision, nagkakaroon ng changes sa state ng matter, di ba? Yung solid nagiging liquid and then yung liquid nagiging gas. Okay, as they gain more energy or heat. So for our quick activity review, read each example. Write S if the substance is the solute and V if it is the solvent. So ito yung ating previous discussion. Ano? So madali lang namang ma-identify yung solute and solvent in a solution. So when we say solute, it is the one which is dissolved. And then yung solvent naman is the one that do the dissolving process. And in many cases, we also observe the amount. Okay, so solvent in a solution is always, okay, larger in a larger amount, while solute is yun yung nasa smaller amount. Sige. Substance, sugar na in sugar water. So let's reveal the answer first. So sugar in the sugar water is a solute. Ano po? Water in sugar water is the solvent. Salt in salt solution is the solute. Water in salt solution is the solvent. Powder juice in juice is the solute. While water in juice drink is the solvent. So, na-recall naman. Tatandaan lang natin mga anak lagi na kung alin yung natutunaw, yun yung solute. At kung alin yung tumutunaw, nagde-dissolve ng solute is the solvent. Okay? And remember, okay, tandaan natin na yung solute and solvent, it can be either a solid, liquid, or gas, depending on the concentration. Yun din ang ating titignan. Ano po? Okay, so sige. What is the difference between a solute and a solvent? A solute is the substance that is dissolved. Yun yung tinutunaw in a solution. While a solvent is the substance that does the dissolving. So yun yung uh, solute is yun yung natutunaw. Yung solvent naman natin is yun yung nagtutunaw. Okay, yun lang ang ating tatandaan. So, will it dissolve? Identify whether a substance is soluble or insoluble. Does not dissolve. Pag sinabi nating insoluble, does not dissolve. Pag soluble, dissolve. So, may idea na kayo what is solubility. Ano po? Pag sinabi nating soluble, natutunaw. Pag insoluble, hindi natutunaw. Ano po? In water. In water. So read each substance below. Write D if it dissolves in water. So lalagay natin yung letter D daw pag natutunaw siya sa tubig. And ND if it does not dissolve in water. Isusulat naman natin yung ND pag hindi siya natutunaw sa tubig. Okay, so tandaan ha. So, understanding solubility. So, what is solubility first? So, pag sinabi nating solubility is the ability of a substance, the solute itself, to dissolve in solvents such as water. Okay. So, pag sinabi pala nating solubility, yun yung ability ng isang substance na matunaw sa tubig. So, if a substance dissolve in water, it is called soluble. So, pag yung substance na tunaw sa tubig, tinatawag natin siyang soluble. If it does not dissolve, pag hindi naman siya natutunaw sa tubig, it is called insoluble. Okay, so different substances have different solubilities. Hindi rin para-parehas yung rate ng solubilities nila. May mga matagal matunaw, may mabilis. For example, sugar and salt are soluble in water because they mix evenly with it. Sand and small stones are insoluble in water because they do not mix completely and remain visible. So, yun lang yung pagkakaiba, no? So, may mga substances na soluble, meron namang insoluble. Compare natin yung sugar and sand. Yung sugar natutunaw sa tubig. Okay. It mixed evenly with water. While yung sand natin, hindi siya natutunaw. Okay, ano yung nangyayari? So, yung sand, nagsisink lang at the bottom. Okay, hindi siya nagme-mixed evenly. So, tinitingnan natin doon yung properties. Ano po? So, pag natutunaw, it's soluble. Pag hindi, it's insoluble. Yun lang ang ating tatandaan. So, activity sheet. So, ilalagay natin yung D pag ito'y natutunaw and D pag hindi naman natutunaw. So, let's reveal the answer. So, sugar is dissolves or soluble in water. Sand is insoluble. ND does not dissolve. Salt is soluble, dissolves in water. Cooking oil does not dissolve. Hindi sila naghahalo or nagmi-mix evenly. As you can see, pag naglalagay tayo ng oil sa tubig, hindi siya talaga siya naghahalo. Lumulutang siya, separate. They are separate. Hindi talaga nagsasama. Okay, so cooking oil, yan, does not dissolve. ND. Powder juice, it's dissolved. Natutunaw yung ating powder juice sa tubig. Small stones, lalo naman itong small stones, it does not dissolve or ND, insoluble. Ayan, so why do some substances dissolve in water while others do not? So bakit kaya may mga substances na natutunaw sa tubig at meron namang hindi? So yun ang ating sasagutin. So some substances dissolve in water because their particles can mix evenly with water particles. Others do not dissolve because their particles cannot mix with water, so they remain separate or settle at the bottom like the sand or small stones. Okay, so yun yung mga example ng insoluble substances. Yung mga soluble naman, powdered juice, okay, powdered coffee powder, meron pa tayong ano pa, sugar, salt. So those are substances na soluble sa tubig or natutunaw. So mas maganda rin siguro ipakita natin in actual sa mga grade 7. Okay, natutuwa din kasi sila kung nakikita nila in actual at mas natututo yung generation ngayon kapag ginagawa talaga nila in actual. So, what affects how fast dissolves? Okay, so ito na yung atin. Tatandaan natin mga anak, yung focus ng discussion natin ay factors. Ano daw yung nakakaapekto sa rate, okay, or rate of dissolving, okay, ng mga substances sa water, how fast it dissolves. Okay, so identify the factors affecting solubility such as temperature, stirring, and particle size. So meron tayong tatlong factors that affects the solubility or rate of solubility. Yung temperature, yung stirring, and particle size. Ito yung mga nakakaapekto how fast or how slow the dissolving process. Ano po? Ayan, so read each situation carefully. Right, correct factor being described. So, ilalagay lang natin kung ano yung factor na dinidescribe dun sa statement, kung ito by for temperature, for stirring, or for particle size. Ayan. So, factors affecting how fast a substance dissolves. The rate at which a substance dissolves in water can change depending on a certain conditions. So, these are called factors affecting solubility or dissolving rate. One factor is temperature. Okay? Substance dissolve faster in hot water because particles move more quickly. Okay, yun naman lagi eh. Okay, so alam na natin that substances dissolve faster in high temperature compared dun sa mga may low temperature. Another factor is stirring. Okay, yung pag hinahalo. Okay natin. So gumagamit tayo ng mga tool dyan like stirring rod, spoon, or other tool para mahalo yung substance sa tubig at mapabilis yung pagtunaw, okay, or pagdissolve, which helps spread the solute faster in the water. Lastly, particle size. Ito naman yung isa sa mga factor din na nakakaapekto sa rate ng dissolving. Okay, siyempre, pagliit ng particle size, pagbilis ng dissolving process. Paglaki ng mga particles, pag bagal. So, particle size also matters. Smaller particles dissolve faster than larger ones because they have more surface areas exposed to water. Di ba? Talagang itong topic na to is really connected din sa grade 10. Ayan. So, write T for temperature, capital S for stirring, or capital P for particle size. So these are the situation. So let's reveal the answer. Sugar dissolved faster in hot water than in cold water is for temperature. Kasi nga, ikinocompare niya na mas mabilis daw matunaw ang sugar sa mainit at mas mabagal naman sa malamig. So it described for temperature. Okay. A student stirs salt in water and dissolves quickly. Meron tayong clue, hinalo. So it's for stirring. Powdered sugar dissolved faster than cube sugar. Yung powdered sugar, mas durog compared dun sa mga cube sugar. So, comparison yan ng size ng particle. So, it's for particle size, letter P. Ice water dissolves chocolate powder slowly. Ano ba yung ice? Okay, it's for malamig ba yun or mainit? It's malamig. So, it describes the temperature as well. So, it's temperature. Crushing salts makes it dissolve faster in water. Crushing salt, dinurog. Okay, mas mabilis daw. Matunaw, yung mas maliit na salt compare dun sa crystallized. Okay, so ano ba? It's for particle size. Ayan. So, which factor do you think is the most effective in making substances dissolve faster? Why? Alin dun sa mga factors sa tingin ninyong mas mabilis talaga? Okay, na makatunaw. Okay, for this question, ang sagot dyan is steering. So steering is often the most effective factor in making substances dissolve faster because it constantly moves the solute particles around, allowing more contact with water. This helps the solute spread and dissolve more quickly compared to leaving it still. So doon sa tatlo, mas mabilis talaga yung steering compared doon sa ilalagay mo lang yung substance sa mainit or sa let's say yung particle size ilalagay mo lang sa water, let's say yung maliit or powdered or yung ating, let's say, naka-crystallized or cube na mga substances ilalagay, mas mabilis kung hahaluin mo kung compare dun sa hahayaan mo lang sila. 'Di ba? Though madadissolve din naman sila kahit ilagay mo lang sila, hayaan mo, but it will take time compare dun sa hahaluin mo talaga. 'Di ba? Okay. Next, hot or cold, what happens to solubility? Okay, so let's discuss the first factor. Explain how temperature affects the rate of dissolving of solute in a solvent. So first factor is the temperature. Read each statement carefully. Write F if it is faster dissolving or S slower dissolving. Ayan, so how temperature affects solubility? Temperature plays an important role in how fast a substance dissolves in water. When water is hot, its particles move faster and collide more often with the solute, helping it dissolve quickly. When water is cold, the particles move more slowly. Okay, so dissolving takes more time. Because of this, substances usually dissolve faster in hot water and slower in cold water. So, na-explain naman natin ito doon sa lesson 2, yung particle motion, that when particle gain heat energy or energy, okay, they become, or the movement of particles becomes faster, allowing them to collide more often, okay, with the solute or with the other particles, helping it to dissolve quickly. Or in our particle motion, ang ating context doon is kapag nakaka-gain ng energy or heat energy yung mga particle, it will transform into another state. Like, for example, yung solid naging liquid or liquid naging gas. Ay katulad nito, okay, yung ating solute, mostly, 'di ba dito, like sugar in liquid form, naging in sugar in solid form rather, naging liquid na siya eventually nung hinalo natin, nung natunaw na siya. Like, pag nakaka-gain ng energy yung mga particles, okay, yung ating context lang dito is na-dissolve siya. Pero in actual, yung mga particles or yung ating state nagbabago din. Okay, yung solid nagiging liquid or yung liquid nagiging gas because they gain heat energy. So, tatandaan lang, temperature affects the rate or the rate of solubility. But in all aspects, malamig yan or mainit, okay, it will dissolve the solute. But in different rate. Pag sa mainit, mabilis. Pag sa malamig, mabagal. Okay. So write F if it's faster dissolving or S slower dissolving. So sugar, yan, reveal the answer. Sugar is placed in hot water. It's fast dissolving. Salt is placed in ice cold water. It's slow. Okay, because sa cold water po natin, particles move more slowly, mabagal. Coffee dissolves quickly in hot water. It's fast dissolving. Chocolate powder dissolves slowly in cold milk. It's slower dissolving. A solute is mixed in boiling water. It's fast dissolving. So, tatandaan lang natin dito sa temperature na kapag mataas ang temperature, mas mabilis matunaw ang isang substance. Kapag mababa naman yung temperature, mas mabagal matunaw ang substance. Okay, so why do substances dissolve faster in hot water compared to cold water? Substances dissolve faster in hot water because the water particles move more quickly and have more energy. This causes more frequent collisions with the solute, helping it break apart and dissolve faster than in cold water. Okay, so let's proceed on the second factor, the particle motion, hot versus cold water. Okay, sa ano pa din tayo, sa temperature. So, titingnan daw natin dito yung particle motion naman. Okay, dinidescribe kasi natin kanina yung bakit mas mabilis matunaw, okay, yung isang substance sa hot water compare sa cold water. So, explain how particle movement in hot and cold water affects the rate of dissolving. So, read each item carefully. Write H if it describes hot water and C if it describes cold water. So, titingnan natin ano po dito. Ayan, so particle diagram idea. So ito yung naipakita ko na din sa lesson 2. In cold water, particles move more slowly or move slowly. Yung aking pinakita ka pangang diagram dun sa lesson 2 is gumagalaw. Ano po? In cold water, particles move slowly and are less active. This means they heat the solute less often, so dissolving happens slowly. Okay. In hot water, particles move faster and are more energetic. They collide with the solute more often, so the substance dissolves faster. Okay, so yun ang ating titingnan. Ano po? Or yung illustration, tingnan natin, observe. So, activity sheet. So, tingnan natin. Yan, kung hot water ba ito or cold water, kung ano yung dinidescribe dun sa statement. Particles move slowly. Siyempre, it's for cold water. Particles have high energy. Siyempre, ito ay hot water. Solute dissolves faster in hot water. Particles move rapidly in hot water as well. Solute dissolves slowly in cold water. Okay, so hopefully nakatama kayo. Ano? Ayan. So how does the movement of particles in hot and cold water affect how fast a solute dissolves? Okay, in hot water, particles move faster and have more energy, so they collide more often with a solute and break it apart quickly, making it dissolve faster. While in cold water, particles move slowly and have less energy, so there are fewer collisions and the solute dissolves more slowly. Ayan, so proceed na tayo. Ito na talaga. Second factor, how steering affects dissolving. Explain how steering affects the rate of dissolving of a solute in a solvent. So read each situation carefully. Write why, if yes, faster dissolving due to steering, or N, no steering effect. So how steering affects dissolving? Paano ba apekto yung paghalo natin or yung steering process sa pagtunaw ng mga substance. Steering is one factor that affects how fast a solute dissolves in a solvent. When we stir a mixture, we help spread the solute particle evenly throughout the water. This allows more particles or water particles to come in contact with the solute at the same time. Without stirring, the solute stays in one place, so dissolving happens more slowly. With stirring, the particles move and mix faster, making the solute dissolve more quickly. Okay, so meron tayong activity dito. A student stirs sugar in water until it disappears. So lalagyan lang natin ng Y or N. Kung yes, it's for steering and no steering. So let's reveal the answer. A student stirs sugars in water until it disappears quickly. Yes, kasi merong steering. Salt is left in water without mixing. It dissolves slowly. And okay, chocolate powder is stirred in milk and dissolved faster. Yes, with steering. Sand is added to water and not stirred. No steering. And then kahit stir mo pa din yun, yung sand hindi rin naman siya ma-dissolve. A drink is mixed using a spoon. Okay, or a drink is mixed using a spoon? It's yes. Okay, it's steering po ano. Okay, next. How does steering help make a solute dissolve faster? Okay, so a steering helps a solute dissolve faster by spreading its particles throughout the water, allowing more contact with the solute and solvent. This increases collision so solute breaks apart and dissolves more quickly. So tatandaan natin sa steering meron tayong mga ginagamit na tool. Okay, hindi lang basta kung ano mo. So in laboratory, we use steering rod. In common cases, pag tayo nagtitimpla ng mga inumin, we use spoon. Ano po? Ayan, next. Small or big? Let's proceed in the third factor, the particle size. Alin ba yung mas mabilis matunaw? Yung mas malalaking particles or yung mas maliliit? Okay, explain how particle size affects the rate of dissolving of a solute in a solvent. Read each situation carefully. Write F, it's faster dissolving, or S, slower dissolving. Ayan. How particle size affects dissolving. Particle size is another important factor that affects how fast a solute dissolves in water. When a substance is broken into smaller pieces, it has a larger surface area exposed to water. This means more water particles can touch and surround the solute at the same time. Larger particles have less surface area exposed, so water takes longer to break them apart. Because of this, smaller particles dissolve faster than large ones. Ibig sabihin mga anak ng surface area, yung maliliit na particles, okay, yung halos buong katawan nila exposed na sa tubig. Pero yung malalaking particles, imagine niyo malalaki, yung nasa labas lang nila or yung na-expose sa water is yung nasa labas. Pero yung gitnang part ng malalaking particles, hindi pa na-expose sa tubig. Kaya mas matagal sila matunaw compare sa maliliit. Because smaller particles, mas malaki yung surface area nila. Yung ating mga large particle is small ang surface area nila kasi may gitnang part pa sila. Hindi pa na-expose totally yung buong katawan nila sa tubig. Kaya mas mabilis matunaw yung small particles compare sa larger particles. Medyo mahirap lang akong magsalita kasi may rubber ako sa ngipin. Ayan, so activity sheet. So titingnan natin kung fast or slow. Ano po? So powdered sugar dissolves in water, fast. Sugar cubes are placed in water, slow kasi na-cube siya, no? Salt in small grains dissolves quickly, fast. Large chunks of salt take time to dissolve. It's slow kasi naka-chunks. Ano po yung mga salt? Crushed tablets dissolve faster in water. It's fast. Ayan. So, why do smaller particles dissolve faster than larger ones? Tandaan natin, okay, smaller particles dissolve faster because they have a larger surface area exposed to water compared to larger pieces. This allows more water particles to touch and break them apart at the same time, making them dissolve more quickly. Okay, so sige, formative assessment tayo. Choose the letter of the correct answer. What is solubility? Okay, ano nga po ulit yung solubility? It's the ability of solute to dissolve in solvent. Okay, it's letter B. Which is the solute in the sugar's water solution? Siyempre, it's the sugar, ano. And next, which is the solvent in most solution? Water, siyempre. Which substance dissolves in water? Okay, ano yung natutunaw? Sand, pebbles, sugar, stones. It's sugar. Which substance does not dissolve in water yung hindi natutunaw? Salt, sugar, powder, juice, or sand? Okay, it's sand. Next, what happens to particles in hot water? They move slower, they stop moving, they move faster, or they disappear? Siyempre, they move faster. Letter C. Which factor makes dissolving faster by mixing solute and solvent? Temperature, stirring, color, freezing. Correct. It's stirring ano. Yan. Mixing nandun yung clue. What happens when you stir a solution? Pag hinala natin, it slows dissolving, it stops dissolving, it helps mix faster, it changes the solute. Correct. It helps mix faster. Which dissolves faster in water? Large sugar cubes, small sugar grains, rocks, pebbles. Siyempre, yung mas mabilis is yung small sugar grains. Which statement is true about cold water? Particles move faster, dissolving is faster, dissolving is slower, it has no particles. Siyempre, dissolving is slower pag cold water. Ano po? Okay, so hopefully you learned the different factors. Again, what are the factors? Temperature, okay, stirring, and the particle size. Thank you so much, grade 7.